YouTube. We love it, we hate it, but regardless of how you feel about it, YouTube is something that has become a prevalent part of many of our lives, especially during the pandemic. And since then, it has become the second biggest search engine online, losing out only to Google, beating out things like Bing and Yahoo. And while I personally think using Bing is a sin, it also begs the question for a lot of people who also want to dive into the world of content creation and want to build up a channel, an online brand for themselves, but don't know how it works and are a little scared on how to do it. Well, today I want to leave you 5 tips to build your channel from nothing and how to properly get your content discovered on YouTube. Number 1, find your niche. What do you mean by find your niche? Well, I mean it in the sense of finding the community of where you go. Do you like gaming? Well, where do you go with that? Are you someone who plays Valorant or Pokemon or Rocket League? Or if you're someone with commentary, do you fall into like the sports center in like the sports world? Or with like regular news reporting about politics and things? Or do we go to certain bigger niches like mobile unboxing who have big communities? You want to keep in mind of where your niche is and how many people are in it, how big are channels, because the level of competition is going to be a big hindrance sometimes. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It all depends on how hard you work and how consistent you post and how good you make your content. You can go into the most tough field and be just fine if you know what you're doing. But start by finding your niche. So for me, it falls into 2 things: my music / reactions, and gaming, where it falls into mainly Pokemon and Rocket League. By finding your niche, you have that starting basis on where to go. And one big tip I'm going to also leave for this step: be aware of what's going on in your niche. Follow other big content creators in your niche so you know what's going on and so you're ready for, because a part of it is being able to be timely to what's going on in the field around you, especially with content creation. Number 2, get yourself into a schedule. You want to find a way to be able to put all of it together and get into a schedule, whether if it's uploading once a week, twice a week, or 3 times every 2 weeks, 3 times a week, daily. You get the drift. And one big thing I can recommend to you is an editorial calendar. I looked at this when I was in class and I thought this was dumb, but when I actually used it for a group project, it actually helped me organize myself so much to the point where it's honestly how I'm going to start keeping myself more organized with my videos, by being able to put keywords into it, by putting out what you want to put in your descriptions and your titles. It adds a level of organization that you might be scrambling around after you make your video on what you need to put for all the small details before you put it out online. Number 3, stay consistent. This is one of the hardest steps, as I fall into this issue a lot. Being able to stay consistent. We'll have those days where we'll be sitting, we'll be on the grind, we'll be making video, we'll be on a daily schedule or a 3 times a week schedule or something like that, and then, we get a call from our friends wanting to hang out, or, school gets in the way. You need to make that time to be able to consistently get content out for your fans, because the big thing about it is there's plenty of people wanting to jump on it and jump on the niche that you're in. Even if it's small, there's plenty of people who go out and make content. Someone else could come up and take your fan base. It's one of those things where you got to be able to get yourself into a schedule and then be able to stay with said schedule while you're working on these videos, so you can regularly keep your fans there and they'll put it out so you'll get more fans. It's one of the hardest steps, and most people fail to do this, and this is one of the biggest reasons people don't grow on as content creators is the lack of consistency. Number 4, post to your other socials. I saw this on an article on Hootsuite, and according to Hootsuite, 99% of YouTube users use other social media. You heard that right, 99%. So what's stopping you from putting it out on your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Tumblr, your MySpace, like anything? Yes, I said MySpace. Call me a boomer. But there's nothing holding you back from being able to make these posts. Just formulate it in the same way you would with your videos. That's where the editorial calendar will also come into a good effect, as you can help organize yourself with how you want to promote this video. If you want to do it with just Twitter, if you want to do Twitter and Snapchat, if you want to just throw it out on anything to get yourself organized, get some hashtags, get tags, or anything that falls into being able to get it, to optimize it out to everyone else. And don't be afraid to send it over to your friends or family. Yes, as much as I am always scared to show people my content, the number one mistake you can do is not use the resources that you have already there. The people who will support you from day one. That's how you grow your fan base, is start it with people that care about you. The last step, this is the most important step, I promise you. If you don't take anything else from this video, take this in step away. Stay patient.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, this seems like such an annoying step. You're probably just pulling your hair out. Like, that's not useful. Yes, though it is. It's very much important. Along with stay consistent, you gotta stay patient. There's plenty of times where you're gonna go and you're gonna make videos and you're gonna feel like they're really good and don't get a ton of views. Maybe you didn't optimize it the right way. Maybe the thumbnail didn't grab people's attention. And stuff like that can be really disheartening, especially if it's work you feel like you put a lot of effort into. Alright, time to see how my latest video did. Alright, we're gonna check it and... Are you serious? Nah, it's just stupid. Dumb. Go away, camera. But I promise you, before you go and jump on that bed and contemplate your life like I do on the daily, take the time and dive into that video after a few days and see what didn't make it go well. Look at your watch time, look at the amount of people who came in, look at the number of unique viewers, look at your tags and how people searched it in comparison to potentially other content creators. Use videos that don't work as well to better your content and to better how you put yourself out. The more you do it, the better you get, obviously, and the more likely you are to get your content discovered in that YouTube algorithm, to get it thrown out to more people across the country and across the world. So if nothing else from this video, take the time and just stay with what you do. Even on bad days where stuff feels like it's going wrong, even on days where you feel like your videos just don't do well. I've had plenty of days where my videos do great, and then I have videos that are not good at all. It's just a part of life. And the more you're able to realize it, I think the better you are able to build up your content and be able to get your content discovered by the YouTube algorithm and to build up your channel from zero. Because I know the number 0 is a very intimidating number, but treat it like it's starting fresh. Treat it like it's anybody out there can find it. Don't treat it like it's nobody. Treat it like anybody on that platform can find your video. And if you follow those 5 tips, I promise you, your channel will start to grow. It's not going to be a boom like many channels will always say, because I think they talk out their butt a little bit. But I think if you stay on those tips, you get yourself organized, you get that niche, and you can make your way into being able to hang out with other people and work with other creators, get collabs. You will get there, I promise you. But thank you if you enjoyed this video from me. Be sure to leave support by liking the video, commenting for more, and subscribing to become a part of the Ranch Nation while turning on that bell so you don't miss out on any videos on my channel like Ranch Reactions Gaming or any commentary or anything else I do on this channel, because all your support means the world to me, as I just hit 300 subs, and I appreciate every single one of you for this. This isn't my 300 special, by the way. I have something else planned for it. I've been very sick and had an ear infection. But with that out of the way, I'm going to get out of here. From the Ranch Nation, I love every single one of you, and I am out of here. Peace!